Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. We're back today to taking the day off yesterday. It's my wife's birthday. We went out and had a good old time, but we're back today doing the slave labor of making YouTube videos for you. So today we had a request for Harmony 1, aka ONE, aka Harmony, aka The Matrix 1. Get it? See what I did? No? Okay, we're going to start out on the 5-day Gaussian channel for 1. Right now, we're doing quite well, right? We've battled the top line for several weeks up in here, fell down right to our median line. Now we're battling back up. We're holding the top line as support. We're attempting to, right? We've had one close right on it, the next one up, the next one down, this one up, right? This candle closes in 1 day, 10 hours. So if we close this one, I would like to see one more green, right? We don't want to come back down again. The longer you flirt with the Gaussian channel, the testier you can get, and you can get sunk back down in here. So let's hope for a close above here 1, and then another candle, 5-day candle close, again above that level of about 10 cents. So we're going to look at some key levels for 1 today, and we're going to show you about 6 charts here. So we're going to get into it. So settle in, hit the like button, subscribe if you like. Twitter, Telegram, Patreon, we also have in the description below. Don't be left behind. Let's go to the next chart, John. Let's go see what we got. Well, 1 versus the USDT tether on the weekly chart. What have we done? Well, since March, we've been in kind of a slight downtrend since the red bad, green good. Okay, so when did we break our downtrend? I'm glad you asked. It's quite frankly when you break the top of the line. See the red when we break it? And you want to usually look for a break and then a confirm with a second candle, which we got right here. Break out of it, break out of it again. You're holding it as support. You break it, you come back, you test support, and now you're forming our said green uptrend here. So this is the start. So we don't want to, since back in these candles, you could even measure it from the bottom back in here in June. That was our capitulation low so far. We hopefully that is our all-time low for 1, and we're never going to see those prices again. Let's hope for that. But this is our uptrend line on the weekly chart. Each candle is 1 week. So far, so good. We're holding this as perfect support. Now, trend lines are, subjective, but to be the most concrete, you want the most touch points. So yeah, you can change these around and they're still theoretically okay, but more touch points, the better, the more solid. That's what you want to do. So you also want to avoid drawing downtrends through candles. So if I were to draw this like down here, well, you have your candle bodies closing below it, right? So you don't want to do that. So now you might say, what the hell are you doing here? Well, that was the end of our downtrend, right? So that's when we break it, and now we're holding as support. Oftentimes when you flip one, you want to hold it as support when you come back the other way. So that is weekly on support resistance for downtrends and uptrends. What do we got next? We got a 5-day, we want to do this on the 1 day. We're at our, what the fuck? Where we have our many colorful lines, as you can see. Let's go ahead and delete. Excuse the interrupt. Oh, that's still our trend lines. That's what we got. We got our 200-day simple moving average in the purple, and our other Halloween color in the orange. This is our 50-day simple moving average. Why would you draw these? Well, these are our death cross, golden cross lines. Technically speaking, this is what you want to be watching for. For death crosses, the orange must cross below the purple, the 200-day, and then for the opposite of that, you have a golden cross. Said here, golden cross, death cross. Look what we're doing, death cross, hopefully golden cross. After golden cross comes golden prices, usually. So you want to use the simple moving averages because they're a little bit lagging from your exponential moving averages. So exponential have already crossed on a lot of coins for a golden cross, but you want to use the slower moving, simple moving averages, SMAs. That's what these are. So when could we theoretically get it? Well, if one continues to rise in price, I would say probably mid-September. A lot of coins are looking maybe another week or two. Obviously, that depends on price. If prices level out, then it's going to take a little bit longer. If they come down, certainly longer. If they rise, spike and do what some coins have been doing lately, 10% in a day or 20% in a week kind of thing, then we could get across in the next week or so. Even you could see that orange would probably start curving up here. So that doesn't mean like prices explode immediately, right? So we got across here, and we even had another like red daily candle. But usually good signs that things are starting to heat up when you get golden crosses on any coin, Bitcoin, even market caps or total crypto market cap. Those are all good signs. Okay, let's go and see what our next chart is. We have 1 USDT on the weekly chart again, but this is our bull market support band. What is that? Well, that's our 20-week simple moving average in the red and our 21 exponential moving average in the yellow. There's just 2 lines, but historically speaking, you make your bigger moves when you're on top of that, you're holding it as support right here, and your 21 EMA exponential, the yellow is flipped on top because you want your price action exploding, and the EMA will move faster than the SMA, right? So that's what we were looking for. On the weekly scale, it looks like we're curving up here. So maybe in the end of this week, we got 4 days, 10 hours until we do that. This could update as long as one is still holding bullish. Certainly, I think we'll get a pretty big cross if we're, between now and, Sunday evening, between 12 to 14, 15 cents. If we get that, I would expect these to cross, and then we could be really starting to heat up. Because when they cross, that's when your prices can get really heated pretty quick. And when you start pulling away from this band, that's when you get your big explosions, right? Look how far away we are during these. We're heating up. It could take several weeks, okay? You got to be patient. Crypto requires patience for sure. You should only be investing in crypto if you have, 1 to 3 years minimum to, leave your money. If you're going to need it before, in the next 2 months, run. Crypto's not for you. Investing is probably not for you if you have a short-term mindset. You're going to lose majority of the time. Over 95% of traders in any market lose money because they have short-term mindsets. You want to have a longer-term mindset, and this is the move you want to be in. Well, look how long it takes to get those moves, right? This is a good move, sure, but this move is spectacular. That is the move you want to have. And when could we possibly get that kind of move again out of one? I'm glad you asked. Let's keep looking. Look at the levels here. We have the weekly chart again, but we're looking at support and resistance levels. Look at the 3 circles, right? We came down from March, held support. This is on a weekly time frame, so this is bigger. Anytime you go for a weekly scale to like a 4-hour or 15-minute, this is much more bigly, okay? In the words of Trump. So we got a support here, bounce, rejection. So that's our new resistance. Come back down, we break our previous support. Come back up, rejection again. Oftentimes when you break a key level of support, it's going to retest in the not so distant future as the opposite of that. So resistance, rejection again, down, came back up and blasted through it. What do? Now we're holding support for 3 weeks straight now. 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3. We're going back up now. What are we going to do now? Hopefully we can get another blast through this. That's around 15 cents right now for one. If we do that, what else do we have? Well, on a weekly scale, it's right up here about 20 cents. But I have some even better news. Could be even more explosive before then. Why? Well, we clear this. What do we have? Go to a bigger scale. Okay, let's clear these off. Look at this. On a monthly chart, right here, about 17.5, 17.6. Doesn't have to get to all-time highs. This is going to be your level where one will absolutely explode again. Are we going to get another 620% candle in a month? Maybe not, but that would be awesome. But I think we'll get a substantial move again if we can clear this on a monthly close. We need to close above this. Look at this. When we closed above this level, there's your line. You see it? From way back here. When you break out of this long-term, resistance, look how many months it's been. It's been since March. Not that long, but still pretty big time. One will absolutely explode if and when we clear this on a monthly time scale. Not with the wick. If you see us September, October, whenever, November even, If you see us close 18 cents, that's all aboard. All aboard call. Not financial advice. Nothing I give is financial advice, but that would be where I would want to be on the one train. Big time. Okay, what else we got? Let's look at even bigger. This is one Bitcoin. This is versus Bitcoin now. Same thing, but even bigger, because you want to be comparing your coins against Bitcoin. If it's macro trending up against Bitcoin, the king, the big guy, then that's the coin you need to be in, right? If it's not outperforming Bitcoin, why would you want to be in it? If your coin, any coin is compared, you have a trading pair against Bitcoin. Okay, compare your coin against Bitcoin. If you'll open the chart and it's just going down since its birth, inception, why? Get out. You need to transition away from that. Maybe not immediately, but slowly start going to find coins that are macro trending up against Bitcoin. Is one doing that? This is a monthly scale. Yes, it's actually having very good formation too. What have we done against one? Well, look at this. We trended down. We broke out of our closing first candle, right? And now we made a high and we come back down, and look where we're holding as support for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. We're now in our 6th month. What happens when you break that? Well, we just talked about explosive move. Come back down, simmer off. Maybe this whole thing, this whole time, one is just heating up. Okay, this is perfect textbook formation for a launch pad. And you can go back and look at this on weekly scales, daily scales, 3-day scales, on many coins over alt season when you had it back in, earlier this year. They all have this formation. You break previous resistance, break out of it, come back and retest before the real move happens. So maybe one against Bitcoin hasn't even done anything yet, and this has been setting up for years. This is 2019 back here. This, talk about being bullish. I mean, you break this and we're going to see some real fireworks. Based on this chart, you can't, it's not my opinion. This is the chart's opinion. The charts don't lie. And when we break this with a monthly candle above this level, technically, everything, 9 times out of 10, you want to play the odds, right? So it doesn't have to absolutely explode, but show me one chart that has this kind of formation and doesn't explode after this. It's not around. So be all aboard, in my opinion, not financial advice, all aboard one with your Bitcoin. This is nothing to do with US dollars. It's with your Bitcoin. Moving it to one at this point in time would be a wise decision. Now, do we have to do that this month? Of course not. Do we have to do it next month? Of course not. Do we have to do it at all? Of course not, right? One could come back down here. Do we want to see that? Of course not. But this is really nice support back in here. The longer you can hold this on a bigger scale, the better odds are that you're going to hold it. And when we break this, you want to be ready, because this is when you're going to have a potential another several 100% move very quickly to the upside. So I'll leave you with that. Let's look at crypto fear and greed index 71. Is that good or bad? Well, we're still in greed, but if you followed and watched any of my videos, we're still in this damn trend. The high 78, 79, the low right at 70, 70, 70, 70. So we're at 71. We're still no red flags, green flags, blue flags, any flags, okay? We're still good. We're still in this channel until we're above, 80 or above, or in the 60s. I would look for 69, 68 or lower, and we're probably going lower in prices across all of crypto. However, if we're above 80 on the fear and greed, we're probably going up short term, one way or the other. Watch this every day. This will likely be our foreshadowing for the next coming move. Quote of the day. Love the quote. Mark Twain. All right. Crypto meme of the day. It's great. The Rock gives looks like nobody else. I don't know what this movie is. If you know what that movie is, let me know. I thought I'd seen all of his movies, but I don't recognize her. And he looks pretty young, but he's got those looks. It's a pretty good meme. All right, car of the day. No guesses. I don't have a model again, but this is another nice car. Aston Martin, anybody got it? It's the Vulcan. Now, this might look black, but it's actually like a matte dark green with like the chartreuse green that Aston Martin's started using. I love it. And the exhaust, look at this is the exhaust back here. Side exhaust right here. Pretty sick. All carbon, gloss carbon fiber. Carbon wheels, carbon everything. 6-foot carbon wing on the back. It's got a factory roll cage inside. Let's look at the rear. If you're still with me. Look at the rear. I assume this is someone's actual car. Looks like a state. Looks like maybe a chrome wrap. Look at these lights. These lights back here, they're all individual LED blades. It's not like your old regular Honda light here. Each of those little thing is like a separate light out, like shoved into the back of the bumper. It's pretty sick. All this is carbon. There's the exhaust again. Look at the door. Notice the door angle goes up. Why do you think that is? So you don't, curb your door when you go get groceries in your $2.5 million Aston Martin Vulcan. The door must go up so you don't curb it on the bottom. Look at the hood. Look how big the hood is. Opens up just like Corvettes did. Vipers. Pretty sick. Yeah, they only made 24 of these. All sold out. $2.5 million each. I assume this is one. Someone's. 2.5 mil. 24. Only 24. And I think they're all different. So there's not going to be like two of the same color or anything like that. They're all individually spec'd. Amazing car. They're making a model. I need to get the model of this, but it's not out yet. But I'll leave you with that. Aston Martin Vulcan. Pretty sick. All right. That's one. Harmony. AKA Neo. AKA the one. Matrix. You got it. Right? If you haven't seen The Matrix, just unfollow. Great movie. They're making another one coming out, I think, next year. Matrix 4. Be there or be square. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.